MCFC.
Welcome back, everyone. Neville's MCFC. I'm going to be doing my match predictions. 2 games in the Prem and 1 in the FA Cup. 3 hard games. First up, Nottingham Forest, 12:30 this Saturday. It's going to be a tough one. Chris Wood, he's on fire this season. He is on fire. I think we've shored up a bit, though. I think we're starting to look like the Man City team again. Obviously, we've got a new squad. We've got Husanov in there. We've got Marmouche in there. We've got Victor Hayes, which might come in and play a part. The only thing I don't hope for is Rico Lewis. Nottingham Forest got a big, muscly squad. They've got a tall squad. And Rico Lewis, I don't think, will cut it. Mateus Nunes is probably the right option here. But, yeah, Rico Lewis, I don't think it's wise to use Rico Lewis in this game. Coming off the back of 2 wins, obviously the 1-0 win against Tottenham and the 3-1 win against Plymouth Argyle in the FA Cup. We're starting to get a bit of spirit back in the team. Whether De Bruyne will play this game, I don't know. He's had a week off, so maybe. A lot of people say, oh, you've had a week off. Sometimes I think that's not good, especially with a squad like Manchester City's. I think they like to be playing as often as possible so they don't lose rhythm. What do I think will happen against Nottingham Forest? My score prediction, 2-0. I think we'll keep the clean sheet. It's a hard game. It's at Forest, but I think we'll keep the clean sheet. And I think this is where Nottingham Forest start crumbling. They'll obviously it's in their head that they want top 4. They want to be back in Europe. Obviously, Nottingham Forest want to be in Europe. Obviously, they want to be in Champions League, preferably. But I think they'd take Europa. I think they are a Europa team. I don't think they are a Champions League team. I think they're a Europa League team. So that'd suit them better anyway. And I think obviously they'd do better in that competition. Let's face it, United are in that competition and they're playing Sociedad tonight at the time of this recording. And I think they're going to get spanked by Sociedad. And I think Nottingham Forest would give Sociedad a harder game. So, I think Europa is their level. And let's have it right. Nottingham Forest are only there because the other teams have been shit. My opinion again. But yeah, if all the other teams were on it, I don't think Forest are up there. All right, moving on. Brighton at home. We've got Brighton at home. I think that's a win. Brighton have looked very shaky this season. Obviously, they got Carlos Baleba there, and that is a player that I really want at City. I want Baleba. I don't know where he'd fit in. Obviously, you'd want him to be the new Gundogan, the new Bernardo. But yeah, I really like the player, and I think we shouldn't pass up that opportunity. 100 mil or not, pay the money. He has a strong spine to Brighton's team, and yeah, I think he can make a difference in that game. I still think we win that game, but Baleba is the one to watch, and he is prone to a card. And City, obviously, they try and do that. They try and draw out the fouls. If Jack Grealish is playing, I'm sure he'll get the better of Baleba. But yeah, I think that's another 2-0 win. I'm going 2-0 win again. FA Cup, 30th of March. If Bournemouth believe they can do something in the league, and if they think they can finish top 6, top 4, I think they'll put a weaker squad out. I don't think they'll put a weak squad out, but I think they'll put a weaker squad out than what they do in the Premier League. But let's not forget that these players for Bournemouth are going to be fresh. They're going to be very fresh. International break just before it, so there's going to be City players out playing for their national teams, playing for their countries, that are going to have little less rest than what the Bournemouth players are. So Bournemouth have got a bit of an advantage there. I think this game goes to extra time. And at that point, I think City's squad depth helps them. And City's squad depth is better than Bournemouth. Bournemouth have got literally like 1 starting 11. City have got like 1.5 starting 11s. We used to have 2 starting 11s. Now we've got about 1.5 starting 11s. Whether Pep starts a strong squad here, I don't know. Or whether he goes with the Ortega in goal and the weaker back line. Maybe this is the first time we see Kusanov and Vita Hayes playing next to each other. Me personally, I'm going all out for this FA Cup. I want Pep to go all out for this FA Cup. I say you play the starting 11, the main squad, the main starting 11, and you go for this trophy. We need this trophy. If we get top four, and when I say top four, I want higher than top four. I want to finish second, just to make that statement, the mentality statement, put a bit of pressure on the teams next season. Whether we get top four, top three, top two, we're never winning the league. But if we can get that mentality, we can get that little bit of extra mentality sprinkle on the top, ready for next season. I think we should do that. So a finish at second place and an FA Cup is a miraculous season that we've had there. A crazy season that we've had there. Crazy good season that we've had there. When you think about the 1 in 13 wins and all that. Yeah, so I think against Bournemouth, we go the full 90 into extra time, and we win in extra time by like 1-0, 2-0. Something, a little scrappy goal, but I'll take it because, I don't want to put any of the teams down in the FA Cup, but we should be winning this. If we don't win this, there needs to be a post-mortem. We need to be winning this. The FA Cup has got our name on it. We should be claiming that. And me myself, like I was saying, Bournemouth, we got more squad depth than Bournemouth. This may be a game that we see Rodri on the bench. I don't think he'll play any part, but I think we'll see Rodri on the bench. If not for moral support, he might get up and do a little warm up. Like Kevin De Bruyne did when he came back, and everyone was wanting Kev back on the pitch. I think we'll see that. I think we'll see the excitement of Rodri on the sidelines warming up, and the massive cheer that he will get. I can't wait for that day. I can't wait for the day he's back. Because like I said, Rodri comes back, and I think we shore up that right back position with Nico Gonzalez. I think Nico Gonzalez goes to right back when Rodri is there. Not permanently. I still think we're going for Cambiasso, and I think Cambiasso plays right back / left back because he can play both depending on who you're playing or whatever, who needs a rest. Obviously moving into midfield. But I think when Rodri comes back, just to the end of this season, we see Vardiol, Diaz, Kusanov, and Nico Gonzalez at right back. I think Nico Gonzalez at right back and Rodri in that defensive midfield position. That is where we're gonna thrive, and that's where we're gonna do a bit of patchwork this season. Obviously, that is just my opinion, and that's a pure guess, but that's what I would do. And obviously, I'm Pep. So yeah. Anyway, they're my predictions, and thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell so you get notifications when I do a new video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.